guys, 14th Prime here, back with another custom review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Creo Battle Changers Barricade. Now, this is a custom review since it isn't the traditional, like, I painted this, none of these here. This is actually a custom build that I did. Well, sort of custom, we'll get into that in a minute. But, a little overview for this obscure line. Basically, it was a line at the tail end of Creo that had characters that could, that were like the Creons that had sets built about 80 to like 110 pieces each, probably, that that could actually like transform without having to take them apart and all. And so I loved this line when I was younger. I had some of them, I didn't have all of them. But then earlier this year I ended up tracking down a few more here and there that I didn't have, but I still don't have all of them. And since they were all going on sale at Dollar Generals, which if you live in the US, if you go to a Dollar General, you can find like the last wave for I think $7.50 each. Like, come on guys, these are fun, do it. But tracked down a few of those and had some Lego help from a friend of mine, and now there's this. So anyways, but this is actually based on, this is more so like a reskin of the Bumblebee from Wave 1. So you can see a lot of the similarities. They're basically the same exact structure for transformation, just very different bodies. But I do still like how he turns out. Plus it makes sense he'd be a reskin of Bumblebee. He does roll quite nicely. Can be kind of turny. Yeah, it's a nice little size. These guys aren't too big. I guess just for a comparison people will get. Yeah. Here he is with a Shattered Glass Ratchet. Yes, this was the only thing sitting on my table. It's all I had around me. So there you go. Let's bring this back down. But yeah, the majority of this is Creo parts. However, there is some Lego here and there. Like the first version of this that I built, it had a lot more gray, which I still wanted the gray on there just to break up the black, but it had too much, so I actually used Bricklink for the first time, man. It was something. It was alright. Parts came in. For the most part, they worked. I think I had one part that like didn't really work, so I couldn't use it, unfortunately, but everything else turned out pretty nice. So yeah, anyways, transformation for this guy, like I mentioned, if you have Bumblebee, it's the same as that, but I haven't reviewed it, so I have to do it. Arms fold up like this, and claws slip out, which the arms actually are probably like the most retooled thing I did. Flip down this bit, take these, unfold them down, then you want to come here at this hinge and just pop it off. Oop, this is falling off. Pop it off. The whole backpack is just not wanting it. Straighten out the legs, take the backpack and like fold it in a bit. Fold all this down. Take the feet, fold the lights back, but then as you're folding these up, you want to flip up the spikes so he can stand. Fold the arms down. This is the only bit of parts forming on here. You want to just take them off and plug them in like that. It's not really, it's not much, but I like the design of him having like cannon arms as his weapon, so I think it's worth it. But here is, let's see if I can get the camera a bit better. Here is wee little Barricade in his robot mode. And I think he looks pretty darn good. Get a close up here. Zoom in, come on, focus. See the face sculpt, which actually is the Barricade head. I bought at another Dollar General. There was a one of those like custom build. Like I thought it was a bunch of bricks, so I was like, oh cool, I could probably use this. Open it up, and it was like just a repack of that one set that was like Barricade and the 3 auto troopers and like the motorcycles. And I was like, you know, this isn't what I needed, but like I at least get a Barricade head. So, and then the helmet came from a, like, I think it was Long Haul, his single pack guy. But yeah, I have to get another one. Which the fun part was, I didn't actually know if I wanted to do this in black or gray, considering Creo Barricade, or at least Creon Barricade, does exist, but he's gray. Which I don't have him here for comparison, which I really should have. But I decided to do this a bit more movie-based, but still have the same Barricade head. Which, for comparison, once again, let's bring in Bumblebee. So you can see some of their similarities and differences here and there. Like, he has longer arms, because, you know, the movieverse version had some long arms and the claws and all that. It's like a kind of... Even the feet here were based on, like, the movieverse toy. Like, the 2007 one, how it had the feet spikes, like, flip up. And I think even the movie Masterpiece has them, so... Articulation on him, the head can rotate, except what tends to happen is the helmet just kind of rotates. But, you know, you can take it off and rotate the helmet and then put it back down, and he's looking to the side now. Arms, some good range to go out that far. They can do a full 360. There is an elbow bend and swivel. The claws can move in and out. The waist, I did actually make sure he has a waist swivel, since the first series of these guys don't have this extra piece. It's just this. However, he fell over. However, Series 2 had this attachment that I think is really smart, where it actually allows a waist swivel. And I think I even added it to Shockwave, which is pretty fun. But legs go forward that far, back that far. They can go out pretty far. Nice, good knee bend. And then there's a swivel there, and I guess the feet can like point in, if that does anything. So he has a pretty darn good amount of articulation here going on. He's just fun. The line is just fun. Which actually, to bring in the lads, if the backpack will just stop popping off. I'm not going to glue it. You don't glue Lego, kids. Or Creo, or any of this. You don't glue your bricks. What are you, president business? Anyways, to bring in some comparisons. Let's bring in the Decepticon lads I have now. So that would be Megatron, Starscream, Shockwave, which Shockwave is the best one in this entire line, don't at me. Megatron second though, he's pretty good. And even Soundwave, because I actually tracked down the Soundwave and Ratchet pack, which is pretty great. So here we have all the Decepticons I have, at least, together. Which the wave that you can find at Dollar General right now, if anyone's curious, is Megatron and Shockwave, which you should definitely buy. And then Ironhide and Grimlock, which Grimlock you can skip. He's not all that great. Unless you want a bunch of gold parts for something, where he has actually some pretty useful parts. I had to buy 2 of him for Barricade. Mostly for the claws, honestly. Oh yeah, I can actually also, before I forget them, you can bring in the lads, these little lads too. Soundwave has them, and Laser Beast on his chest, of course. Let's get them all out of the way. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to become like a thing on the channel, if anyone's like, oh my god, I love this, do more. Because I am working on a second one. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do. Like, I didn't really plan on doing a ton of them. But if I do more, I'll definitely review them. So, there you go. Maybe another one in like a month. I have it like kind of done, but I also not really. It's very so-so. But yeah, overall, this was really fun. I like doing this. It was my first time back into like Lego-y stuff, because when I was younger, I really liked doing stuff with Legos. I had a ton of them, and I think even I had like a custom build thing, like one build video on this channel at some point. But yeah, this was fun to do. I liked it. If you like Lego and Transformers and you haven't heard of these guys, definitely like go to a Dollar General, try to pick some up, or even go online, because you can find those Wave 2 guys everywhere online for like twice the amount of Dollar General. So, yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can just come check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages, links in the description below. And you can also come join the Infinite Discord server, also linked in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.